Hello everyone, and welcome to this tutorial on how to access the vaccine adverse event reporting system that is used by the Center for Disease Control to collect all of the data on adverse events that happen after vaccines. So I'm going to just type in VAERS, and then here you can see I've looked it up before, CDC and Wonder. The tool that we're going to use is called the Wonder tool. You'll see here the Vaccine Adverse Event Reporting System, in parentheses, VAERS. CDC Wonder Tool is where we are. We want to look up a report because we're going to look up the COVID-19 vaccine is, of course, the vaccine of the day. So in order to access the data on the report, we need to request a form. So when we request a form, we're accessing the data. This is just telling me that I have to go down to the bottom. I always forget to do this, and click agree after reading all of the requirements for use of this program. So I've clicked agree, and now I can click on request form in the CDC Wonder tool, and here I get organized table layout. So I get to choose the grouped by, so I can group by symptoms. I also want to group, I actually think that I would like to group by um, symptoms. I would like to group by vaccine manufacturer, and I would like to group by serious. I would also like to know how many days were in the hospital, if they were in the hospital, and you always have to include the vaccine adverse event reporting system ID. It's got to be one of your criteria, so I always make it the last. Here I only want the adverse event description, but you can see there's a lot more to choose from there under optional measures. I could title this report. I'm going to title, oh, pardon me there. Excuse me. I'm going to title this one Moderna because we're going to specifically look at the Moderna report. We're going to look at deaths, and unfortunately when I run the report for, I'll show you, when I run the report for all of them all at once, Moderna and all the manufacturers, there's too much data for one report to actually run. Here I can select the symptoms, but I'm just going to skip over that for right now. I can come back if I need to. Here I select the characteristics of the vaccine. That right there, not so much important. But this vaccine product, this is where I get to choose which vaccine I am actually going to use. And I only want COVID-19. So here, COVID-19. If you want to go back and look up any vaccine that you've ever had, you can look it up here. Hopefully, I don't know if vaccines are not included here, but as far as I know, any vaccine that's been approved by the FDA, you can look up here on the vaccine adverse event reporting system to see if anybody reported adverse events. And then here you can choose your vaccine manufacturer. I am going to leave it as is with all the manufacturers selected, just to show you what it looks like when we run one with all of the vaccine manufacturers. I only want to know the United States. I don't want to know specific states, but I could do states, age, sex, and yes, it has to be the actual what's in your pants kind of sex, because that's currently how they are categorizing that. So if you've had a gender reassignment surgery, you definitely want to get that changed on your medical record and your ID form. It's really important. I just want to throw that in there because it'll throw off data. Here, let's just look at death, because not that all of this permanent disability and it will, yeah, it's just that there's going to be too much data. I already tried it. It's very frustrating when you have too much data, because then you have to go narrow it down. So we're only going to look at deaths, and you would think that it would only be Johnson & Johnson that comes up with any deaths from the corona vaccine, because They're the ones that are in the news the most. So I'm going to send this report. I've gotten all the way down. And here you can see that there have been 26,301 deaths. But the 10,000 is the maximum allowed per report. So that what that is saying to me is each row is an adverse event. So that is telling me that with this current report, I am not going to be able to see all of the adverse event of death because there have been too many. So what I can do is I can go down to the manufacturer, and I said we could label this one Moderna. So we're going to look at Moderna, and we're going to see how many Moderna specifically vaccines have produced death. And unfortunately, Moderna seems to have produced a lot of death. That is weird. So COVID-19, we got Moderna here. It's the only, oh wait, let's just see if that, maybe it wasn't selected, maybe. Oh, no, it says 11,000 deaths. How about we go with a different manufacturer, maybe? Yeah, let's go down. So I'm just using my down arrow on my keyboard here instead of the down arrow over here because this takes forever. Sometimes it goes too fast. Okay, so we looked at Moderna. I'm going to go down here and Pfizer BioNTech. I'm going to select that one, and I'm going to make sure Moderna is not selected. So here we go. I'm just using my left keyboard down click, and then I am using my arrow to move that, or you can use these up and down keys. It's just, for me, it's a little faster to go with the keyboard. And then I'm going to click send, and maybe Pfizer will have less. Oh, unfortunately, Pfizer has had 13,000 deaths. Well, gosh, I'm kind of running out of kind of narrow it down stuff. So let's find out who else. It was the Moderna, the Pfizer, and I mean, I don't even know. Johnson & Johnson, that's right. Okay, well, they've been in the news for this, so they are probably going to... Wait, where are they? Oh, look at that. Well, that's interesting. No Johnson & Johnson manufacturer, so let's do unknown. Why not? An unknown manufacturer making the COVID-19 vaccine has produced... Okay, so it says here the full results are too long to be displayed. So here we can go down and we can see that there have been adverse events to an unknown or vaccines of unknown manufacturer. Not sure. So maybe this is the Johnson & Johnson. But you know what's weird about this is that you would think Johnson & Johnson would be in here, and if it were, since Johnson & Johnson has been on the news a lot for the brain clots, then you would think that they would be too long to be displayed like the other ones, because we are still only looking at deaths here, people, just so you know. So here we can see yeah, he died. Whoops. Oh, hi, Victoria. All right, sorry. Okay, so second dose. He had aspirin, anaphylaxia, stroke, intubated. All right, so yeah, some serious... Oh, aspirin with Alka-Seltzer. I don't even know what that means. But anyway, so here are deaths after the second dose of the vaccine and some of the things that happened up into that time, I believe. This is the information that we got from my report. And that, my friends, is the report. Here we have, oh, here we go. This gives you like what happened. Okay. Respiratory problem, blood pressure, brain death, brain herniation, cardiac arrest, a lot of that. Oh, hello, ladies. Oh, she's so cute. I can't wait for her to come here. Anyway, so here you have the, based on what we set the criteria to show us in the report. So I just want to thank you for being a part of this tutorial, and hopefully this will help you hunt for vaccine adverse events for yourself so that you can go straight to the source. And good luck and stay safe. God bless you. Goodbye.